Good morning, if it is morning, and welcome to Hearthstone. My name is Litmus. I'm gonna put on a tavern brawl in the background and play some bad video games while I talk a little bit. So, I'm gonna enjoy my tea. I have a fancy ginseng. I'm gonna have mage because I like mage. It's the only one I'm any decent at. As it should be. We have a candle next to us, chamomile. Chamomile, graceful and chic. It was a Christmas present, but I like it because it's a scented candle. And I like candles. Take that. Ah, a shaman. So, some things to say. My goodness, what has happened to the channel? First of all, thank you. Thank you, everyone, for showing interest. And thank you in particular to Boat Bomber for remembering me, for remembering what I hope were some good times back in chemistry long ago. And for reminding everyone and reminding me that I had this channel and I had forgotten and hadn't done much about it lately. I'm starting to play Finley because I like this hero power, but you know, people on the board. This one. Yep. So, anyways, big thank you to everyone who decided to be interested. I will not guarantee my interestingness. I will never guarantee interestingness, but you know, we do the best we can with what we have and who we are, etc. So let's we're gonna do this trade and so what have I been doing? Oh man, so since I left teaching high school long ago, well, maybe I should discuss how I left, but since I left teaching high school, I've moved on to a graduate program over at the University of Kentucky. I am working on my PhD in chemistry, and I do some computational chemistry, which is a fancy way of saying that I put 3D models of molecules into a computer. I let the computer think about the models for a little while, and then it gives me back some numbers and a new 3D model in return. And I do that over and over again until I get whatever good means. Good numbers back out and a good model, and then I can show my boss and I say, hey boss, look, I have a good model of a 3D molecule here. That's basically what I do. There's some more stuff in between in there, but you know, that is the gist of what I do. And I've been doing that for a while now. I'm actually a little behind in the program compared to some folks, but I'm in a good place with a good professor. And I'm going to get everything scheduled up, squared away pretty soon, going forward, to get a real degree out of it. So been in that for a while, working on this PhD, and I know I haven't really been on this channel doing anything. I did see one commenter in this previous Hearthstone video who said, oh, he was a little bit, actually a little popular at one point, and for that, I thank you. I was never very confident in that, so it is nice to know that somebody else thought that. It's very kind. My tea is still very hot. Yes, it turns out. What am I doing with this guy? I don't know. I have a very bad board state here. I've got this thing, which is a thing. Actually, I like the sheep better. Tough one. Somebody's going to have, a very strong opinion coming up here, I'm sure. Luckily, you can't actually tell me what to do because it's a video. So take that. I'm just going to play this, and then we're just going to hit that thing, and we're going to hit this thing. Maybe we'll have a spell. Who knows? Remember, draw spells last. Very important. Drawing last is a good way to ensure that you don't have as many options when you are presenting game turns. So, aha! Aha! That was totally planned. I remembered it exactly. Very much. Okay. My tea's still hot, but it's more bearable now. Unstable portal. Woohoo! Of course, I could also just Dragon's Fury and hope that I have some with my deck. Guess what I'm doing? That one. But because I don't know what I have in my deck, I'm gonna do this so that I can get something going. 3! Perfect. Let's point out the portal, and we might get something. No, we did not. That's alright. Oh man! That's perfect with our reinforced power. Okay, great. I am just rambling tonight. My goodness. So, where else? Oh man, what else do I talk about? I didn't plan that part. I was never very good at scripting these things, guys. Nope. Can't have that. That would be like good production value and worthwhile everyone's time. No. Nonsense. Nonsense. Ooh. I think we might take the chance to transform something here. I don't have the coin of Matter Bomber and this guy. I think we just chance this. Perfect! Alright. Okay, good. Like that thing said, our mount very rarely explodes. In this case, it has exploded. But that's okay. That's okay. That's alright. So yeah, I left teaching about 5 years ago. The administrator at the high school, well, the high school administration had lots of problems. Let's start there. The high school administration had a ton of problems just in its general existence. And this led to a lot of people leaving because administration was mismanaging funds, slightly corrupt, all, sorts of things like that. This led to a new lady coming in who didn't like me. What it boils down to, she didn't like me much, and that's okay. But what it meant was that when my contract came up for renewal, she convinced the other administrators to not renew my contract, and well, that was that. With my contract being not renewed, I was out of work for a little while, so I worked at a Pizza Hut down the street, which was actually, that guy could have gone crazy. When did I get this? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. Spirit of the flame. We do it this first. Look at that! A bunch of taunts, the Wind Furies. I mean, nothing that's actually useful here, but it's the idea of the thing. I can actually get rid of this guy, and this one, and he has Wind Furies to go at the end. Get rid of this one, and that way big things have to trade in. That was surprisingly useful. By surprisingly, I mean actually not. This guy has a good chance of getting things taunt, so yeah, worked at a Pizza Hut for, 9 months? It was kind of funny, because shortly before I was kicked out of teaching, I met my girlfriend through dancing, and that's another story for some other point in my rambling. And, she and I had come to this agreement that, we probably weren't going to get married, or at least weren't really thinking about it, it was just whatever. And, good for us. But, because of that, it was planned that I was going to go to grad school in August of that year, and, we'd just date for a little bit and then move on. My manager at the Pizza Hut was like, oh man, I really like this guy. I'm not entirely sure why he liked me that much. I probably had more education than most people there, and I didn't smoke pot, and I still don't. That may be a disappointment to many people listening. I'm very sorry if any of my new audience is disappointed, disheartened that I don't smoke pot, but I don't. I don't know what it was. he really wanted me to stick around, and I didn't. And I moved down here. But it was hilarious because every so often when he was actually in town, the manager would be like, so how are you and your girlfriend doing? You're going to get together, you're going to get married, stay in town, maybe not go to grad school and keep working at Pizza Hut because we need managers and people. They needed managers so badly they were sending out flyers on all the pizza boxes, which I always thought was great. Thanks. The delivery guy comes up to your door and he's like, here's your 3 pizzas, sir. And you look at, oh, great, thanks, delivery guy. And you drop off your delivery and look at it. Pizza needs managers. Next pizza needs managers. Next pizza needs managers. That'll be $30. Great. Apparently you guys need managers? Yeah. I thought that was rather amusing. I guess that I've later learned, since my girlfriend also worked at a pizza place, she worked at Domino's. I prefer Pizza Hut to Domino's. It's a bit of a sweeter crust. I think the ingredients are the chicken is much higher quality than at Domino's, but Domino's has better side dishes, and Domino's has like sandwiches and stuff that Pizza Hut doesn't necessarily have. All right, little guy, form Mechazod. So my manager was always coming around saying, "Oh, you want us to grow up? You want us to grow up? You want us to grow up? Huh?" And I was like, "That's very nice. No, thank you." I mean, having said that, working at the Pizza was actually really good. I was a cook. I was not the best cook. I should say I was not the fastest cook. It's very important at Pizza that you can put a complete layer of pepperonis on in like 20 seconds or less. And I just couldn't quite do it in like less than 30 or 35. But, you know, I was there less than a year. You're not going to have as much experience. This guy's supposed to be good in Arena. I assume he's good here. Well, that would have been good. I didn't even think about getting spirits off that. Let me just get a weapon here. Anyways, that works too. I can do this, though, which is also pretty good. I could just go... Actually, I don't really want to do that. I'll hit this guy. I don't know. Man, I can't count things. I'm a chemistry guy and PhD and all that, and I can't count. No, not me. It's not what I do. I do computers. They do the counting for me. See, that's the idea. You get something else to do your work for you. Obviously.
Come, my pretty bird.
I should also address Minecraft and what I will put on the channel going forward, because I really don't know how much I'm going to put on the channel going forward, but, you know, a lot of people have been asking about it, so it's probably a good idea to put something on here. But I don't know exactly what I want to put on here. Remember, always do the thing that gives you resources later so you can't use the resources, like that one. Because that way you're a top-notch quality high-class player. I'm going to do this guy instead. Because there are 2 right there. Instead of just preserving the 1 patches. Poor patches. Content on the channel going forward. I will do some Minecraft. I don't know how much Minecraft. I'm not really sure people are that interested in Minecraft, but I'll do a little bit of it. There's that math problem that I have to solve. The answer is 2. But there's that math problem I have to solve that I never got around to doing. I did have at one point a project to show a giant periodic table type of chart. Actually, it's a chart of the nuclides, which are the physics version of the periodic table. But I was going to do a 3D that incorporated electrons, protons, and neutrons into it, which I thought would be a little bit more interesting. Test for vapor. Nope. Is it explosive? Good chance of explosive. In which case, I probably just want something cheap and easy. Let's roll some bones. Okay. Not that. Test for explosive. It is... Frozen clone. Oh. Okay. What is this? Do you guys... What are you doing, Adis? No, that's weird. I never saw that. I'll put a little bit of Minecraft on there. I do have a Minecraft world that might be suitable for sort of a Let's Play ramble type of style of video. My most popular video of all time is Civilization 5 Options and Setup. Everyone wants to know how to set up vanilla civilization, or they find it by accident and realize they don't give a shit. One or the other, I don't know which. Either way, because I got a copy of Civ 6 from the Humble Bundle Monthly for $12, you should go buy the Humble Bundle Monthly. Not that this is sponsored or anything, because I don't monetize my videos and whatnot, but you should consider buying the Humble Bundle Monthly, because it's kind of fun. That works. Where was I? I got a copy of Civ 6, so I might put up a thing of Civ 6. I've actually played more Civ 6 than Civ 5. The thing about Civ 5 was, when I got it in ancient days, I played it once as Rome. I got, like, almost the max high score that the game, like, kind of has its default score setting with, that, where it's like, oh, you played a single-player game and you're going to compare your score to, like, Julius Caesar or Nero or other random people from history that I'm very skilled about knowing. Oh, I can use this guy? I'm going to use this guy. A lot of people like this card. I think it's stupid. Because I think it's stupid, I'm going to play the Babbling Book instead. The Babbling Book will give me a spell, which apparently is Blast Wave. Very exciting stuff. Hit this, hit that, and turn. Moving along. I'm in a much better position this time until I get Flamestruck or Dragon's Furied? Furied. Content on the channel. Gosh, I'm bad at this. I already lost where my original train of thought was going. Civ 6, that's it. I could do a Civ 6 options and setup video. I played Civ 5 once, got a really good score. It was like 2 points below the #1 default score that occurs on the game. And I said, okay, that's it, I'm done. Didn't play it for like 2 years after that. The rest of my family did. It was very funny watching my dad and my stepmom play it together. But eventually I went back to it, tried to play as Babylon, complete crap as it. And then Civ 6 shows up, and I'm like, great, I'll play this. And I like it a lot better than Civ 5. The happiness mechanic is significantly better. I like the way the civics tree works. I didn't think I was going to like the tile system, but it actually turned out to be pretty good. You know what? I could have played Ragnaros last turn. That's a thing. Did you know I could play Ragnaros last turn? I could play Ragnaros this turn. That is also another thing I could do. I'm not sure I want to because I can't do anything else. I might be better off to do that with the ping. But it might also require my opponent to respawn better. That's okay. See, that threatens my opponent and puts me in a position of... Well, actually, at the moment I'm sitting. So I might present a Civ 6 options and setup game, because now that the game is like 2 years old or something, that's what people want to see. I have no justification for this, other than my Civ 5 video, and I produced a trilogy of them. So that's the one that everyone liked. Looking at series, though, people really liked my Alpha Centauri videos. That's because it was an amazing game, of course. I don't know that I'll manage an Alpha Centauri game. But it'd be nice. It'd be nice if it happened. Force Tank Max. Survives Ragnaros. Doesn't do much this turn. But let's see if we roll well. Eeny, meeny, miny, money. Oh, that's okay. The point is to threaten Ragnaros and make it hard to deal with, while still, you know, making sure I don't die too early. That's great. So Minecraft, maybe be the Hearthstone, because, you know, nobody's doing that these days. Actually, what I could do is I could go back to doing my showcase thing and do a lot of my Humble Monthly stuff. So that would be not a bad idea, actually. Nope, it hit that thing, which is fine, because, bam, Bam. Bam. Ah, frame drops there. I wonder if anyone noticed that. Alright. Ragnaros was a good move there. I should say Ragnaros was an iffy move there that worked out. Oh, look at that. I just need one more mage. And a bunch of mage class cards, so we're going to go with it some more. I think I also have a quest for Druid. Yeah, I should totally do some, like, showcase on the Humble Monthly games. That way I would play them. I have a lot of them, and I haven't really opened most of them. The problem is I don't know if I'm really as good a reviewer as Total Biscuit was. Bless his soul. Yeah, and like, so sort of what's the point if you're not? That's not true. But I do wonder. So I don't know what sort of content I'm going to have going forward, but I've had a nice 15-minute rambly video on all sorts of stuff. At the very least, I will try to finish this game out for people. 3 mana, 3/4, great stats. Not really a decent effect, but alright. Go Nat Pagel. That's exactly the one I want to. My opponent, and then bam. Okay, so there we go. Alright, folks, he's going to play the Nat Darkfisher on turn 2. He's going to go in here. I could play the Shifter Zeros, that's a 1/1, but it's a little bit more valuable if he waits on that. His opponent here has a card. He could play this, but he's just going to end the turn. Look at that! Look at that. So we're still back to Nat the Darkfisher on turn 2, into Adish Darkbane on turn 3. This will give his opponent at least a 2-3 card advantage over him, as the opponent, of course, will endeavor not to play anything. Furthermore, the opponent's giving us Millhouse, so we're going to respond in kind with Nat the Darkfisher, because it'll be hilarious. Actually, Haunted Creeper is a lot better. But this is funny. But it's bad. We're gonna do it.
My magic will tear you apart.
The problem is they don't get my irony and sarcasm there. I'd had no, like, random magics. Although, could have. I've seen a couple of them, so you never know. Could have happened. Oh man, I could actually put the Witch's Cauldron down. Oh, I could also just do that. I'm going to put the Witch's Cauldron down. I've had 2 really good options here. No. Don't do it. It's a lie. Volcano's actually really good. And it even fits with the theme of the Brawl. It is a random card. So that's a thing. That's really good. I love the Thief mechanic. I don't know what else I'll do beyond what I've said. I might continue with the Litmus test series, a little bit. Could do. I don't think I'm going to live long enough for this to be useful. Oh, I don't have a mech either. So 4 mana, 5/4. No thanks.
I want you, and you, and you.
But we'll go ahead and ping Millhouse so that we can ping him again next turn if need be. Yeah, that's my content. That's what I've been up to. Yes, I still do crazy things. I still wear my cloak around. And I still, well, I wear my cloak on holidays. Particularly on Halloween, but on other holidays too, on occasion. And so that's still a thing. Very exciting. Everyone likes it. Always doing excellent, doing well at the the chem department Halloween party. So that's good. That's not that good. Volcano here is actually just a pretty solid option. Especially since I can use it to clear this guy. Get a dude. A thing. That's not a dude, but it's a thing. I could just play this and then threaten his Adas, but okay!
Well played.
I don't know what happened there. So, we'll see what I do next, but I'm not sure. But thank you for watching. Keep an eye out. I'll have some videos. I'll have something else coming up within a week, but I don't know exactly what. Could be Minecraft, could be Civilization, could just be a humble monthly game. I think this is a good point to stop because I've been rambling forever, and long videos may not be in anymore. I don't know what the kids are doing these days. So until next time, thanks, and don't catch on fire.